Hello everyone, this is SP Singh, PGT English from KV1 Sagar, and this is my video number 2 on the third level by Jack Finney. Well, in video number 1 we discussed Charlie, our protagonist. He visited the third level. This is what he claims. But the third level doesn't exist at all, according to everyone. When he shares this one with his wife and his psychiatrist friend, they completely rejected this idea of Charlie. His friend told him, psychiatrist friend told him, Charlie, this is your waking dream wish fulfillment. Probably you had a pleasant wish that you wanted to fulfill. So it's your imagination, it's only your product of mind. His wife thought that probably her husband had gone mad. Everybody rejected the idea of what Charlie said. His other friends also told him that Charlie, it is a temporary refuse from reality. Probably, Charlie, you wanted to escape from the reality and this is a temporary refuse. It's like your stamp collecting hobby. But Charlie disagrees with everyone. He still thinks that he visited the third level in his real life. And he's sharing with us how exactly it happened. Charlie, after completing his office hours, he was in a hurry to take a suburban train from the second level of the Grand Central Railway Station and he wanted to be there quite fast. Fine. Now, let's see in this video what exactly that day happened with Charlie. See, he went down the steps to the first level, and this first level, this is a place where he could take long distance trains like 20th century trains. His intention is not to take any such train, so he went down, he took another flight to the second level. This is a place where Charlie actually wanted to. But what happened with him? Could he reach the second level? This is important. See that he sharing with us, he ducked into an arched doorway heading for the subway. He could not reach there. He got lost. Now, no surprise for Charlie. He's telling clearly to us. See, Grand Central Railway Station is such a big railway station and he has been there hundreds of times. Every time he says, whenever he visited, he found new doorways, he found new stairs, he found new corridors. So no surprise that he got lost. He is sharing two important examples of the past with us. Once he got into a tunnel. It was a mile long and he came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another occasion, he entered another tunnel, probably another doorway, and he came out in the office building of the 46th Street, 3 blocks away from the Grand Central Railway Station. So no surprise for Charlie. Such a big place, such a huge one. Every time he finds new doorways, new corridors, new stairs, new tunnels. See, so no surprise. Sometimes, read with me, I think Grand Central is growing like a tree. See, Charlie is speaking in a little figurative language. He's comparing this Grand Central with a huge tree and all its tunnels, doorways, stairs, etc. They are growing like the roots of a tree. See, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots, comparing. So, it's growing. Every time you visit the Grand Central, probably you'll find a new tunnel, right? Nobody knows which new tunnel is going to visit this day. See that one? One tunnel may open at the Times Square. Another one may open at Central Park, right? So this happens with anybody. Now see, read these lines with me. I would like to draw your attention on these lines because this is a bit important here, right? These lines. See, what is happening? So many people, Charlie thinks for so many people through the years, Grand Central has been an exit. Now Charlie is here working out the theme of the story and he's giving a clear hint what exactly happened with him. Grand Central has been an exit. Literally an exit to come out of that. But figuratively, probably Charlie is giving a hint to all of us कि probably Grand Central Railway Station is a means to escape from the realities, challenging realities of the life. A way to escape, he clearly says. And he's sharing with us, maybe that's how the tunnel I got into, but I never told my psychiatrist friend about that one. He did not share this secret with this one. So Charlie is speaking figuratively, कि probably this Grand Central Railway Station, this reaching to the third level probably was a means of escape for Charlie, giving a hint. Okay, we'll discuss this point further. Now let's see what happened. Charlie got lost. Now what happened? He is in a new corridor, probably a new tunnel, and see what's happening with him. I could hear it was empty sound of my own footsteps. I didn't pass a soul, right? Then I heard that sort of hollow roar. I had that means open space and people talking, right? When he's reaching towards the another side of that tunnel, see, he heard a hollow roar, people talking, some kind of sounds over there, right? And tunnel took a sharp left, and this is how, after a short flight of stairs, Charlie is taking his first step to the third level of Grand Central Railway Station. See, what is his first reaction? First moment, he thought probably it was the second level, but now Charlie can clearly see it is not the second level. Now Charlie is describing how different this place, the third level, was different from the second level. See that one by one, he is sharing everything with us. Fewer ticket windows. The room was smaller. See, ticket windows were less in number. Train gates also not as many as they were at the second level. Information booth, it is wooden. It is made of wood. And old style also, old looking also, right? See, people there, the men, right? He was wearing a green eye shade. This was something out of fashion or something uncommon. Black sleeve protectors also, right? Lights, see, were dim, right? Not as bright at the second level. And they were sort of flickering. And then now he has seen that they were not exactly the electric lights, just like they were at the second level, but they were actually the gas lights, gas lamps. So these are the points of difference. A few more points here. See the first paragraph of this page, right? New page open. Right, brass spittoons. So these brass spittoons he had never seen either at the first or the second level particularly, right? See, now he is going to describe the dressing sense, the style of dressing that he had seen at the third level. See this man. First he is describing he had a gold watch he's taking out from his vest pocket. Fine. And now this man wore a derby hat, a black 4-button suit with tiny lapels, right? And very interestingly, he had handlebar mustache, right? Something very uncommon, handlebar mustache, long mustaches, right? Everyone on the station was dressed like, see, very clearly Charlie saying 1890 something. Charlie has got an idea, probably he was in past 1890 something, right? Many belts, many sideburns. See that one, this one, sideboards actually, not long one. Fancy mustaches, everyone. A woman too, who he has seen here, and she, what kind of a dress she wore? A leg of mutton sleeves, skirts to the top of her high-buttoned shoes. Very strange, something uncommon. Some outmoded fashion as compared to the present time Charlie knew. Now, one more thing, I caught a glimpse of a locomotive, right? Small carrier on ice locomotive, something that he could not see at the second level or at the present time. Now, see, Charlie has very skillfully interwoven the reality with his fantasy. He has not forgotten his past, his present time here, but he is also describing that he was in the he has not forgotten his present, and he is also bringing the past that he is experiencing into the present time. So Charlie is doing this one very nicely, right? And now I want your attention to this line. And then I knew. Now, you need to understand, what did Charlie know here? Charlie has got an idea that he was not in present. He is at some point of past. Now Charlie wants to confirm. He need to confirm he was in past. So what does he do? See this paragraph, this one, to make sure. He glanced at the stack of papers at his feet and he could see the World newspaper. Charlie knows that this World newspaper hasn't been published for years. Its publication had been stopped. And the lead story, the front line read something about about President Cleveland. And now, what is that thing that is going to confirm the issue? The date printed, it was July 1894. See this thing. Now Charlie has got a sure idea, confirm idea that Charlie is not in present, and he has taken an obvious step into the past. The third level is not in present. Now what is Charlie's next reaction? Now, since Charlie knows he has visited the third level, what should he do? He immediately planned what should be his next course of action. He went to the ticket window of the third level and he wanted to buy tickets. Not one, two, with his wife. No, wife Louisa. See, so Charlie is bringing reality also into the picture here. He wanted to buy 2 tickets from the third level ticket window to visit Galesburg, Illinois of 1894. Why? The question arises, why does Charlie want to go there? Now let me tell you, Charlie wanted to visit this Galesburg, Illinois of 1890 something, 1894. He had spent his school days. It was a wonderful place in those days. And it still is. Charlie knows that Galesburg, Illinois is a wonderful, fantastic place. See that one last paragraph. Old frame houses, used lawns, tremendous trees, right, whose branches meet over roofs, streets, right, summer evenings was twice as long, right, people smoking cigars, talking quietly, women too, waving palm leaf trees, fireflies, peaceful world. This is the conclusion of that one. See, it was a wonderful way, quite happy, peaceful. Why? Because the 2 world wars far away in 1894, right? 20 years of First World War, 40 years in future, the Second World War. So this is a clear hint Charlie giving us why he wanted to this place. Charlie is fed up of the challenging, difficult realities of the life. Wars, fears, insecurity. This is where the theme is working out. And he wanted to escape from all those things. And what could be the best place, right, to escape from these realities? Galesburg, Illinois of 1894. Nothing better, no better place than that one. So when Charlie got his first opportunity to get into past, he wanted to take 2 tickets to visit Galesburg, Illinois. Will he be able to do? Let's see, right? He went to the clerk figured the fare and he wanted the money, and Charlie, see that what is happening with one, Charlie had enough money one side only, right? He gave him and clerk said that ain't money, mister. This is not money. I hope you have understood. Charlie gave him present day currency, and 1894 this present day currency was not at all existed, right? Let's see what this clerk saying. Trying to skin me means you are trying to cheat me. You are giving me a fake currency. Charlie could see clearly in the drawer of that clerk there were old style bills, old style currency, right? Size was also different. It was different looking also. Charlie understood. Okay, this money, this present day currency will not work in this time of past, right? Okay, Charlie decided to back out. See that one? He doesn't want to go to jail. If he insists on this money, he will be sent to jail. And see the last line, there is nothing nice about jail even in 1894. Jails were very, very bad that time also. Right. Now, what is Charlie's next plan? Has he dropped the idea of visiting this Galesburg, Illinois through the third level? No, not at all. Charlie plans that he would come back next day once again and would buy tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, but this time he would come with a preparation. He would bring old style bills, old style currency. Right? Fine. Now, where does he find this one? See this one? You can buy old money at any coin dealer. He next day visits the coin dealer and he goes there with $300, and in return he got a little less than that one. See that one he is describing 200, a little less than 200 in old style bills, right? But that was enough, right? Right, that was enough for him to visit to visit this Galesburg, Illinois, uh, through the third level. Right, Charlie once again visits. See that's one. See this paragraph. But I have never again found the corridor that leads to the third level. That is very, very interesting. If third level existed, why didn't Charlie find it? That is a question. Charlie tried, but he didn't ever find. Not that day. Every other day, he, with his old style currencies, he tried to find that third level, tried enough, but never found it. And when his wife comes to know about this one, Louisa was pretty worried again. I told her, he told her everything, and now she is worried. Probably her husband has gone mad, and she wanted he to stop. Didn't want me to look for the third level anymore. And after a while, after a futile search of a few days, Charlie stopped. See this point? I stopped. I went back to my stamp collecting hobby. Right now, what happens after this one? We will discuss in the next video.